Welcome to Fordham University's Introduction to the Irish Tin Whistle. In this, our 7th week, we're going to learn probably the coolest and fanciest of the Irish tin whistle movements, the roll. This builds off of our previous 2 lessons, where we worked on hits and cuts in the context of the tune, The Star of the County Down. Now you'll notice that I'm pretty snazzily dressed today, the reason being that in graduating to this next, higher and more difficult type of ornamentation, we should celebrate. You've come a long way. For many students, it takes a very long time to get this far. You should pat yourself on the back for getting to the point of learning to do rolls. Doing the roll well is going to take a long time for you to work and practice at. So I'm going to take it nice and slow, show how we combine the cuts and the hits together to form the roll. I'll show you some exercises, and that'll be basically the whole lesson. The next lesson, we'll start putting the rolls into the tunes themselves. The first thing to remember is that the roll is a combination of the cut and the hit. If you're unclear about cuts and hits, I suggest going back to videos 5 and 6 in order to make sure you're comfortable with them. Starting on the E, you can't roll on a D, there's nothing to hit. We're going to do a cut and then a hit. Remember, cut above, hit below. You'll notice it's a quick movement. Cut, then hit. 1, 2, 3. Now we'll speed that up a little bit as we would play it in a tune. It's a 1, 2, 3 movement. Now it's going to take a while to make sure you coordinate. It's cut first, then hit. Now the next note would be F. Cut, then hit. Cut, then hit. You play the note, you cut it, and then you hit it. Up to the G. You'll notice my finger's really popping down on it for that hit. It's not, it's one continuous movement. The next note, A. And finally, B. Always the pattern stays the same. It's the cut and then the hit. The first exercise I'd like to show you is going to involve just playing the scale up. It can actually sound pretty cool if you do it quickly, but we'll take it slow at first and then speed it up. Now, it is playing the scale all the way up, but if we speed it up a little bit, there's something to be said for that. It's kind of fun. I'd suggest working on that first. Get comfortable moving up and down the scale. Also, it's not a bad idea to work on tonguing those rolls. Remember, when we tongue, we're articulating the note a little bit. What this will do with the roll is provide added definition. It'll really add a lot of rhythm when we incorporate it into the music itself. Finally, I would like to show just a little made-up exercise, something with a little bit of rhythm to it. It's not a tune, really, but it's a way of getting ourselves into the habit of playing the roll with some type of melody. I've made this up on my own. I'll post the notes up on YouTube and hopefully on WhistleThis.com. It's really nonsensical, but it gives you an opportunity to put it in the context of music itself. Right now, after 7 lessons, you've accomplished a great deal, and I encourage you to keep on working. The next lessons, we'll put in some slides, we'll incorporate the 3 types of ornamentation, cuts, hits, and rolls into various tunes as we progress further along in the Irish music. Take heart. Right now, you've got great building blocks. With good practice and a lot of effort, you're going to have a great voice in the Irish tradition.